Every time you land on our channel, there's a story waiting, and today's story begins here. It all started on a crisp autumn evening. The kind of evening where the golden leaves seemed to dance in the wind, and the air carried a gentle chill that made you want to hold on to something, or someone tightly. That day felt like any other, ordinary, uneventful. But little did I know, it was the day that would change my life forever. I had been in love with Ethan for 3 years. To anyone looking from the outside, we were perfect. The kind of couple that made people stop and sigh in admiration. He had that effortless charm, the smile that made my heart skip, and a presence that made the room feel warmer. And me? I was utterly in love, believing in the kind of forever that only exists in movies, or so I thought. We had our little routines, our inside jokes, and our weekend rituals. Friday nights were sacred pizza, movies, and long walks under the streetlights that lined our small town. Saturday mornings, we would share pancakes and talk about our dreams, our fears, and the little things that mattered. I remember the night before everything changed. We had spent hours laughing in the kitchen, his arms around me, talking about a road trip we wanted to take next summer. I fell asleep on his shoulder that night, feeling safer, happier, and more in love than ever. And then, that day came. I woke to a series of missed calls and texts from Ethan that I didn't understand. His messages were curt, almost cold, a sharp contrast to the warmth I had fallen asleep in. "We need to talk. I can't do this anymore. Meet me at the cafe at 2 p.m. I remember staring at my phone, my heart hammering in my chest. What could have happened overnight? I replayed every moment in my head, searching for a sign, a hint, anything that could have foreshadowed this abrupt change. When I arrived at the cafe, he was already there, staring out the window, fingers tapping nervously against his coffee cup. He looked up, and I noticed the tension in his jaw, the faint tremor in his hands. He didn't smile, not even once. I approached, trying to keep my voice steady. "Hey, what's going on?" Ethan sighed and looked down. "I've been avoiding this, but I can't anymore." My stomach dropped. Avoiding what? "You're scaring me. I think we need a break." The words hit me like a physical blow. A break? What are you talking about? "Ethan, we've been happy. I thought we were forever." He shook his head slowly. "I thought so too." I really did. But things have changed. I can't explain it fully. I just know I need space. For a moment, I felt my entire world shatter. I searched his eyes, looking for a glimmer of the man I had loved, the one who had promised me everything, the one I had imagined building a life with. But instead, I found emptiness, a distance I couldn't cross. I sat there in stunned silence, the noise of the cafe fading into a dull hum around me. My mind raced. Was it me? Did I do something wrong? Had I failed to notice the signs? Every laugh, every shared moment, every whispered "I love you" suddenly felt fragile, fleeting, like glass ready to shatter. Ethan tried to explain, but the words felt rehearsed, detached. He spoke of confusion, personal growth, needing to find himself. I wanted to fight, to beg, to convince him that we could work through anything. But his tone made it clear this was not something I could argue with. The drive home felt surreal. The autumn leaves outside the car window blurred into streaks of gold and crimson, mirroring the storm inside me. I kept replaying every detail, every smile, every touch. How had it all slipped away so suddenly? For weeks I tried to cope. I kept myself busy with work, friends, and hobbies, trying to distract my mind from the aching void that Ethan had left behind. But every little thing reminded me of him, the scent of coffee, a song we loved, even the way the sunlight fell on my window at the exact time we used to have our morning chats. Then came the day I saw him again. He was across the street, laughing with someone else. A stranger's hand on his shoulder, his smile no longer mine to share. The sight felt like betrayal, even though I knew he had moved on because I had lost him long before that moment. I sat in my car, heart pounding, tears streaming. A mix of anger, sorrow, and confusion twisted inside me. I wanted to confront him, to scream, to demand answers. But instead, I sat in silence, watching as the person I thought I would spend my life with existed happily without me. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months. I learned to breathe again, to smile again, to find myself without Ethan. I discovered the small joys I had ignored: early morning walks, books I loved, friends who truly cared. Slowly, I realized that forever wasn't about holding on to someone else, it was about holding on to yourself, even when your heart is breaking. And then, one rainy evening, strangely reminiscent of the night before he left, I walked past a familiar cafe. Memories surged, but instead of pain, there was acceptance. I had survived, grown stronger, and learned a truth I couldn't have understood at the beginning. Love I ascend to always forever, but the lessons it leaves can last a lifetime. I don't hate him. I don't even blame him. He was searching for something he couldn't find, and I was holding on to a dream that had ended. That day I realized forever isn't guaranteed, and sometimes the most important love story is the one you write with yourself. And maybe that's what makes life beautiful: the impermanence, the unpredictability, the way we learn to rise when everything we thought would last forever crumbles before our eyes. And that was today's story. If you want more real-life love stories, heartbreaks, and lessons from the heart, make sure to subscribe.